"Ah, Dove," Saraj said, shaking his head. "I thought a few weeks at Tadmor would convince you further resistance is quite futile. Evidently I was mistaken." He took one of the drinks in his hand and almost spilled it. The condensation on the outside of the glass made it slippery. "Or maybe my men have been too gentle. In any event, it seems they've failed to show you exactly how serious I am." A drop of perspiration rolled down Dove's nose and onto his shirt. The dry heat invaded every cavity of his body. There was pressure on the sockets of his eyes. His mouth was viscid, his nostrils parched, his throat felt like someone had run sandpaper along its inner walls. "Give me a drink, Saraj." The second bureau chief set his glass down. "I'm sorry I can't do that. At least not yet. But as soon as you begin cooperating, you shall have a glass of courtesan. It's a local specialty made by soaking licorice roots in water for several days. The result, chilled, is quite delicious. I'm sure you'll find it." "Why don't you just kill me and get it over with?" Dove shouted. "I'm afraid that would do neither of us much good. Besides, you are too young to lose your life. Believe me, at 26 you've barely begun. I know I have a son and daughter about your age." There was paternal warmth in his voice. "I don't want to see you dead. As I've told you before, I want to help you, to send you back to Israel. In fact, let me do something now as a gesture of good faith." Saraj reached behind him and flipped a switch on the wall. The whine of an electric motor sounded overhead, and the black blades of the fan suspended from the ceiling gradually picked up speed. Dove shivered as a stream of hot air glanced off his sweaty brow. "Is that better?" He nodded. "Good. Now, tell me, what do you know about the former Nazis living in Damascus?" "Which Nazis?" "How did you penetrate the German colony here?" Saraj demanded impatiently. Dove's lips curved into a smile. "I just asked where I could find the best knockwurst and sauerkraut in town." Saraj strummed his fingers on the desk. "If you persist in this manner, I'll have the answer beaten out of you. I will ask just one more time. How did you penetrate the Nazi colony?" A long silence followed. Saraj stood up. "You are a fool. You will regret this, I promise you." He motioned to the guard and left the room. The soldier closed the door behind Saraj, then turned toward the prisoner. "Over here," he said. Dove lowered himself to the ground and looked over to where the Arab pointed. 2 wrist shackles were bolted into the wall just above the casing. As he moved near, the guard grabbed his shoulder, pushed him face forward against the door, lifted his right hand, locked it inside the manacle, then did the same with his left. Dove hung over the door. The wood felt warm where it pressed against his cheek. He heard the sound of the courbash beating the air, then, abruptly, the first blow ripped into his infected calves. The bull's hair shredded his prison garment and the outer layer of his skin with one stroke. Dove bit his lower lip hard. Again and again the guard lashed at the back of his legs, cutting through tendon and muscle, bloodying his whip. Dove tore at the shackles, writhing in agony. Streams of sweat ran down his face. He smelled the salt odor of tears in his nose. The guard paused for a moment, stepped to his left, then sent the ends of the courbash slicing through the side of Dove's knee. The second blow struck the exposed peroneal nerve. Excruciating pain clawed down Dove's leg and exploded into his foot. His tongue caught in his throat. He screamed without restraint. The door opened. Saraj stood there for a long time, studying the boy's face. Finally he spoke in a soft voice. "Have you had enough?" Dove turned his head away. "Take him down," Saraj said to the guard. When Dove was seated on the stool, Saraj reached into his desk and withdrew a gun. It was an FN Browning .45 caliber, high-power automatic pistol, manufactured in Belgium under license as a copy of the American original. He circled around the desk and faced the young Israeli. "I have lost my patience, Elon. I did not bring you to Almaz."